We stumbled out the front doors of a second-story pub, raging drunk and laughing and smiling, full of life. We crookedly made our way across the street. A police van came to a screeching halt right in front of us. 2 policemen jumped out and took off running down the street. Kids began scattering, commotion everywhere. It was live entertainment and it kept us on our toes. We make our way to Wawa and don't even notice the fight. As we stood at the counter, I looked outside. A cop hastily walks by, escorting a young kid who was very disgruntled. Couldn't have been more than 18 years old. Moments later, another cop walks by, escorting another young kid. This kid told the entire story just by looking at it. As he walked by, well escorted, past the front windows, he turned and yelled something to the cop, stiffly holding his hand behind his back. The kid's shirt was covered in blood, which was pouring from his nose, his eyes, and his lips. And I wish I could be there when he tells his friends the story that night and he says, "You should have seen the other guy." I'd say, "Yeah, I did see the other guy. The only thing that was bruised was his knuckles." But either way, that kid needed stitches, a new shirt, and some self-defense classes. And we left Wawa and we walked 5 blocks home and fell in love. And these are the memories that make us who we are. These are the memories that break my heart. But I have no regrets. There was this other dim-lit bar we used to go to all the time. Next to an old Dairy Queen near the barber shop above Charlie's tattoo parlor. The next block over there was a pool hall with blood-red felt on all the Brunswick pool tables. And we'd have a few drinks at that bar, and when we'd go smoke cigarettes, the same 3 homeless fellows always came over. At separate times, of course, they never tread on each other's toes. And the first one would recite original poetry, but it was more like ramblings on topics that he knew nothing about, politics and such. The second fella had no skit. He carried his blanket, his hat, and that's about it. Oh, and the cup of rattling change that probably sounds like this poor guy's heart. The third man was named Jermaine, and Jermaine liked hip-hop. He dressed well for a young man down on his luck. He didn't carry a bag or a coat, but the words that he wrote were good, well thought out, spoke with passion. But Jermaine had no range. He only wrote 1 song. And it wasn't too long till I told Jermaine, "Listen, pal, your rhyme is good, but you gotta write more. Set the words free, and the next time you see me, don't say hi without giving me a CD." But I gave him $5. He said okay. And I never saw Jermaine, not since that day. Makes me wonder what roads these fellas stumble upon to arrive at their current residence. And these are the memories that make us who we are. These are the memories that break my heart. But I have no regrets. There was this one Irish pub in the back alley. The front door was lit by one bright streetlight. You can hear the clanging of beer bottles and shot glasses from the street. And after midnight, they'd open their second-story windows when the music started, and You could hear that music from blocks around. The stage was a sea of acoustic guitars. It wasn't like most other bars. An English fellow with a thick accent took care of the sound. You gave him your name and he wrote it down. He said his name was Kelly and he lives in Germantown. An hour or so later, after plenty of time hunched over the bar, slipping off the bar stool, ordering Southern Comfort, and shooting drunken pool, Kelly would shout your name to pick a guitar, come play a song that's dear to your heart. So I'd buy a quick round and raise my glass to my lady, drink it down and stumble to the stage. I never knew what would come out. Sometimes sad songs, other times slow. Songs that make you smile, songs that you know. Whatever the tune I chose to strum, the people still cheered when the music was done. My lady, she danced as I played those songs. I can remember her smile so big as she flailed her arms about with drunken strangers wearing James Brown t-shirts and straw hats, and they were laughing. After 3 or 4 songs, I'd stumble back to the bar, give my lady a kiss, finish my drink, and mingle with the kind people who seemed to be so glad to be alive and so happy to be in that bar at that certain time. They couldn't help but smile, they couldn't help but cheer and laugh and show that they truly feel happiness where they're at right now. Maybe just for that moment, maybe that night, but maybe not tomorrow, but everything seemed alright. These are the memories that make us who we are. These are the memories that break my heart. But I have no regrets.